Wrapping up this Lion Vision update presented by CB&S Bank with UNA head football coach Chris Willis. And Coach Willis, we just heard from Coach Lisco and Coach Rice, who you just promoted to the role of co-offensive coordinators. Take us through the decision to stay internal with this move.
Well, listen, anytime a position comes open, you always look at your connections. You know, I'm older than most of the guys on our staff, and so I've got friends out there in the coaching profession across the country. We've got former players that played here, and you know, they know this, Coach Lisco and Coach Rice, but, you know, I'm always going to reach out to some of those guys to give them the opportunity. You know, the thing of it is, guys my age have kind of established themselves where they're at, so they would take pay cuts to come here. And, you know, maybe a couple of guys, I reached out to two guys in particular right when it came open the night that Ryan told me he was going to depart, and it was going to be tough to get them here. And so we talked a little bit, but I always kind of kept in back of my mind what I was going to do if I did it in-house. You know, I talked to Coach Applin about it, and he expressed if I did it to consider maybe one of these two, if not both. And, you know, so I use spring football kind of as a, you know, I guess you can say a job interview. It was kind of tough. You got to think about it for both of these guys. I get the news on a Wednesday night at 9 o'clock that Coach is going to take a new job, and these guys find out the same way. They're not prepared to be the offensive coordinator, and so they kind of got thrown in their lap during spring football. And then take in consideration, Coach Lisco lost his mother during that time, and he missed some days. And so we kind of just patched together, and we went through the camp, and I thought it was a really good camp for offensively. We ran the ball well, we threw the ball well, and we looked really good. There were some things we addressed with Coach Applin before leaving that I wanted to see differently, and they kept that going, and running the football was one of those things, mixing it up between under center and the shotgun. So I thought they did a really good job. I listened to the players. Players are going to come voice their opinion. I got captains, unity council. It was either they wanted this guy or that guy, or they wanted them both, kind of the same feel. And it was a lot of positive reactions from the players on what they wanted, and I want to listen to that. Doesn't mean I'm always going to go with that, but with this team returning so many people, they were concerned about the change of the offense, terminology. They just didn't want to see a guy, because if you bring a new guy in here, you got to let him do his thing. Try to base it around your offense, but we're right in the middle of spring ball. We're going through it. If you're going to get a new guy in here, we probably needed to halt spring football and bring a guy in. And you know, listen, I feel very confident about these guys. I'm a big believer in giving everybody their first opportunity. You know, Coach App, his first time to call a play was here, and it's going to be the same for these guys. This will be new for me, having co-coordinators. I don't know how that'll work overall, but we've got what we feel like is a good plan. Coach Lisco being run game and Coach Rice being pass game. And, you know, the players want the offense to somewhat stay the same, so that gives you the Coach Lisco aspect of things. I mean, he's been here for 2 years under Coach App. He knows the offense. Coach Rice came in and learned what he did in the amount of time under Coach Applin, and he's bringing in new ideas as well. So we're just going to mesh it together, and I think it's going to work out great. Coach Rice will move to quarterbacks, and we'll have to hire a wide receiver coach, and you know, would like to move on that now, but unfortunately with the circumstances of what we've got going on with the virus and stuff, I'll have to kind of put that on the back and come back around maybe when things ease up on that.
Coach, thank you for the time.
Thank you.